Welcome, everybody, to another episode of NFAPod. I'm Zaga.
What's up? It's Colin.
And this week, guys, we got a request from you fans. Linda and Carly and Jess and Jen and everybody that's ever came into any of our lives want us to talk to my wife. Our wife, apparently, is what the fans say. I'm sharing my wife with the fans. But let's welcome my wife, Ellie.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Babe, everybody wants to talk to you, and I know I'm looking at the camera, but you're literally right there.
I know it's
So
really weird, guys. I'm sorry if I'm looking over there or I'm looking here. I'm trying to see what's going on with these guys, looking for reaction. So I'm sorry. This is all very new to me. I'm not a technology person. I don't like it, and I think it's going to take over the world.
Probably
Jump right into it.
right into it.
I'm just
Now,
saying.
This episode is not going to be our normal one. It's going to be a little different because we're not going to be asking you like random questions and stuff. So, I'm actually going to be a lot more quiet this week. Colin's going to be kind of taking over here because I know everything about my wife.
I feel like we
So-
should put that to the
Or
test, though.
do you?
Yeah,
Bum, bum, bum.
we should definitely put that to the test.
We should play Colin should come up with 10 questions to ask. Things
Oh,
that
I've
he
seen
would or
that I would ask to test
Yeah.
your strength in your relationship.
Yeah, I feel like that's mad important.
There's a reason
I could
why I
do
don't
that.
go to couples therapy.
This is now your couples therapy.
This is
I
our
do not
couples
want you as my
therapy.
therapist.
This was actually planned by Ellie and I
Yep.
years in advance.
So what you don't
This is your
know,
intervention.
yeah, you do this thing. It's really, really, really starting to take a toll on us.
Let him have it.
You really gotta stop snoring, babe. I can't sleep.
You started snoring.
Or did I?
It's you and the dog.
Oh, yo, I didn't realize it was possible to be snoring when you're awake.
I snore and I'm awake.
No, if you're accusing me of snoring, then that would mean that I had to have been asleep to been snoring. But if I'm awake because your snoring is keeping me up,
Hey,
then how does that correlate?
Listen, one of us is going to be sleeping, and I am a much heavier sleeper than you.
All right, I don't think they want to hear about our marital troubles.
If
I was
our
trying to
only
figure out how
problem,
that
we're
worked.
That's pretty. I think that's our only one. It's just
Yeah.
you're sleeping, dude.
good. But since I've been on my healthy kick, I have been snoring
That's
a lot
true.
less.
It's really just Leia.
Yeah, she's a fat dog.
She's not even fat, bro. She just can't breathe that great.
Okay,
Me
Colin.
too, dog. Me too.
Okay, Colin. It's your
What's
turn
up?
to take over here.
All right. So I feel this was going to come up, and I didn't know when I wanted to say it. But I need the infamous story. I need
Well-
the story that we talked about at the diner. I need the
Applebee's.
entire
It
thing.
was Applebee's, not diner.
Was it Applebee's?
It was Applebee's. We had the 2 for $20. We each got the 2 for $20.
Yeah, we did. We
You're
each
right.
got the
We
2
all
for
did.
20. And me and Colin both got beers, and we were the only two that drank that day.
Hell yeah.
Really.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
No, Cass got a drink.
Oh, maybe she did. Maybe she got a
She
beer
might
too.
have.
I just didn't. I don't drink, so.
Irregardless. So you want to hear the
I
story?
need the story. The story.
Okay. So for those of you who don't know, the story is basically how I grew up in a cult.
Yep.
So, I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with. Well, I know Tony is because I've taught him things along the way. But do you know what the Mormon churches and the FLDS and things of that nature, Colin?
No, I know none of that.
So basically, so
Best way to word it, Colin. You ever seen those things where they're like, don't drink the Kool-Aid?
Yes. Yeah.
That.
The crazy
Okay,
cult?
no,
There's a crazy
no.
cult?
those. So I didn't grow up in a crazy cult. They didn't make us drink Kool-Aid. We definitely took our blood of the lamb and bread
Okay,
and
elaborate.
whatever.
You can't say that casually because I don't know what that means.
Oh, sorry. That's just communion.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just communion. But the church sees it as the blood of Christ, and the bread symbolizes his body, which
Okay.
it is cannibalism, but it is what it is. But anyway, so yeah.
It's cool.
basically what the Mormon Church and the FLDS is very similar to the type of church situation that I grew up in personally. So an overall general backstory on the FLDS basically is they believe in plural marriage, that plural marriage is biblical, and they also, in some areas, they believe in marrying off children to older men. That's not like the broad strokes. Most Mormons don't practice polygamy, but for this specific scenario, they do. Um, and so the polygamy, marrying young children off. Women are very much like controlled. We're looked at to be like just wives and mothers. Like we just take care of kids and produce kids. That's pretty much it. Um,
Okay.
and sons are pretty much like the only sought after thing. But like we grew up making our own clothes. And that was something that the FLDS church shared with us as well, is the extreme dress code. So like we had to wear dresses that like came down to our wrists and like our ankles. We weren't allowed to cut our hair. So this short haircut wouldn't have been allowed. So growing up, my hair was actually down past my knees. Um, we were homeschooled, which is another thing that we had in common with the FLDS faith. Um, because going to church and listening to the government and letting the government in your home is basically letting Satan into your house. So they
So
didn't
that
believe
holds
in,
up.
huh?
That holds up still.
Apparently.
Okay.
But like, nah, dude, it's like they're very much like from the second like kids are born, it's all about controlling how they think. And that's so the reason I bring up the whole FLDS thing is because in looking into my own journey of actually trying to heal from some of the religious trauma, um, which I'm sure we'll go into further on into this, but uh I found that the FLDS churches, they're the closest thing that makes sense to what I was raised in. So my parents bounced around from church to church to church to church from the time I was 7 years old until I left at 19. Um, we were constantly thrown out of churches because they thought that my parents were too extreme in their beliefs. We were shunned from churches. Um, it was it was a whole thing. But yeah, so my parents, they took us out of school real young. I'm the second oldest of 6 kids. Um, they were totally anti-vax. So I think the last kids to get any of their like childhood vaccines were me and my older brother. But other than that, none of my other siblings. One of them wasn't even born in a hospital. She was born in my mom's room, which at home births are still a thing, but it's just adds to the story, I suppose. Um, and then yeah, so we didn't have friends growing up because we were just the weird, stinky kids. So it was just kind of like us, and we just lived on or in this teeny tiny 3-bedroom ranch. So 8 people, and then we always had dogs and cats, and then there was like 3 acres of land, and we just learned how to make use of the land basically because my parents homeschooled us, but they didn't really school us. They just kind of threw books at us and told us to learn how to read because that's effective apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that works.
Yeah.
Wait, so there was 8 people total in this
Yeah.
entire thing? And they all
So,
lived in like the
so
one 3-bedroom house?
yeah. So my sisters and I actually lived in our basement, which was unfinished. So there's 4 girls out of the 6 kids. So both the boys got their own rooms. And then all of us girls, we lived in the basement, which was completely unfinished. So like cement floors, like insulation falling from the ceilings. It was a good time.
Okay. Damn, that's fucking. So how did that, like, you guys just joined like a church and then that became that? Or like, how did that? I feel like there's always like a story behind the
So
logic behind doing it.
I mean, there is kind of to a certain degree. So my mom comes from, they were very well known family in the Gardner, Mass area. Um, And so growing up in the family that she was in, um, there was a lot of struggles, and my mom didn't grow up in a very loving household, I guess. It was a very toxic environment, long story short. So I think like the first time we ever went to a church that I know of was when I was like 8, and I was like super confused because I was like, why are we doing this? It's early. Like I just want to be in my jams and eat cereal.
Chilling.
And come like looking back on it, I remember like my mom had started going by herself, and I think she was just trying to find like her own healing from like her own traumas or whatever, and then she just got sucked into the crazy. It just like
Gotcha.
grabbed her and just
Yeah. She's looking for comfort, and she
yeah.
found it in
Yeah.
that place. I mean to grill you right off the bat. I'm sorry. I got super deep really quick.
No, you're fine.
I mean, these are the things that the people want to hear.
That's
though,
one thing
you know?
I wanted to hear. Yeah. Ever since I heard about it, I was like, I need to know the story, but I need a good situation to bring it up in.
This is the right situation.
Yeah, it works out. If you could change 2 things about Tony, what would it be?
2 things. Well,
I gotta get some random questions. Don't give me that look, Tony.
I would have to say his OCD drives me up a wall, dude.
That makes
Like,
2 of us.
It just it literally drives me insane.
but the podcast looks so good and sounds so good because of my OCD.
No,
It's the
you're
most professional, non-professional thing I've ever seen.
absolutely, and
It wildly impressive. Yes.
you do a wonderful job. There is no debating that. The issue is when it becomes my problem. Like when you rearrange your office every 3 weeks. Drives me insane because it's not perfect. And it's never going to be perfect because we hate this house.
The hyperfixation.
Yeah, I mean, I just want it to be comfortable and cozy and still professional looking. I mean, this is a good setup now, so I think I'm pretty happy with this.
You say that
This
until
week.
3 months from now, I'm going to be sitting on the couch and you're going to come out and you're going to be like, so babe, I've been doing some thinking. And if you get up off the couch and come see what I'm thinking, like come see my thoughts. Like he hasn't done anything to the office yet. He just wants to explain to me how he's going to inconvenience me on his next day off. Is really all it is.
I picture Charlie Day with the pinboard.
Yeah, pretty much.
If I move this over here and this over here and this over here, the acoustics over here are going to be so much better.
Yeah, that's actually the most accurate. And
I
then
feel that in my soul. Actually, I do the same thing.
I straight up will just tell him, okay, no, bro, like you can do this, but I'm not helping you. Like I've done it 6 times with you already. I'm over it. And then he'll be like, yeah, no, I won't ask you for help. It'll be fine. And then next thing I know, 9 hours later, he's still in here working on it. And then I hear, babe, I need help. And I'm just sitting there on the couch like,
Just turn the volume up on the TV a little bit.
Sometimes I
Yep.
do. I'm not going to lie.
All
That
right,
was
so what's the
one
real?
thing. What's the second thing?
Oh yeah, there is 2 things.
Bro, you're terrible with money, my guy. It is
I
so
know.
stressful.
His background will tell you that.
Oh,
Right?
God.
All my collectibles, it's so bad.
I'm out here trying to make us millionaires. He's out here trying to spend all our freaking money.
It's
It
true.
started with the circle water.
Okay, but bro, sponsored, not sponsored. This shit's bomb.
And the best part is I told her about it. She's like, "That's stupid. Just drink regular water." I'm like, "It's
I said
different.
the
It's
same
not-
thing.
It's not regular water. It has flavor to it." And then I got mine, and she tried it, and she's like, "Can I have one?" And guess who got like 3?
Just accepted defeat.
I really have, bro.
You could have played it out a little bit. And be like, I'll get one to appease you, I guess. Well, you secretly love it.
Okay, so here was the thing though. So before I met him, obviously you know I was in the Air Force.
I was going to
Um,
ask how you guys met.
Yeah, so I mean that can be a whole separate story, but
That's a whole segment.
that's a whole
Yeah, because
thing.
I've heard Tony's side.
I mean, my side's pretty cool, I guess. I mean, although to be fair, my side's not that much different than his. All right, so
We're
basically,
going to see.
it was a Tinder love story. And that's all there is to it. We were both supposed to be one night stands. And then he met me in person, fell head over heels in love, and it's been a wrap since. But I
About
did
right.
I did make him
That
drive to
does
the
check
Cape
out.
to come meet me because I refused to go meet some stranger in another state.
It was a smart move. I wouldn't go meet Tony in another state.
No, bad decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. He tried. I'll give him props. He tried.
Yeah, no.
How far did you drive
2 hours?
2.5 hours.
for a first date?
Yeah.
And I made him book a hotel room because I wasn't going to show him where I lived because I lived with a roommate at the time and neither one of us felt comfortable with random dudes. What you have to realize is I was a whore, like straight up just a hoe. So if my
Get
roommate
into the
didn't tell
juicy
me,
deets now.
if my roommate didn't tell me I couldn't bring men home, chances are I was bringing men home and it was going to be a different one every day. And she knew that my dating history with men is absolute trash. So I can't really blame her for not wanting me to bring anyone around. So I made him get a hotel room and spend the weekend in the Cape, whether he liked me or not.
Yeah, I mean, I figured if it didn't work out, at least I had a hotel room in the Cape and I could make something happen.
That's true. Yeah, you had a little vacation.
Right? Like I was no matter what, I had 3/4 of the setup. It's creepy, but fuck it.
Pretty much.
What a great
Interesting.
pickup line that would have been. Hey, I drove 2.5 hours for a first date and she didn't like me. Do you want to grab a drink?
Nah, it sounds desperate.
Yeah, but it works. Desperation works.
It really does, though.
That pity. I pulled
interesting.
the pity card out a lot.
See, everything we were taught was a lie.
I used to give out pity sex more than anything else.
See?
That's what the people want to hear.
You gentlemen, use the pity card.
You're going against everything
the
Andrew
field.
Tate just taught all these fucking weirdos, dude.
Yeah, I can give you all this.
You just shattered so many egos.
Nope. Being the big tough guy, not a big thing. They want a sad little puppy that they can just pet and make them feel better.
Not a sad little puppy, more like a golden retriever. There's a reason why I ask you to get me something every time you stand up.
Do you do it every time he sits down too?
No, just when he stands
No.
up. Every time he sits down, though, I tell him he's a
no.
good boy.
No. Every time that
Okay.
I finally sit down, like I'll cook dinner, I bring it all out, and I'm sitting and I'm chilling and I'm relaxing. Movie's playing. We're having a good time. I had just, you do that little
As
wiggle.
soon as you get comfortable, you gave it up.
You do that
You
little
showed
wiggle.
weakness.
You do that little wiggle, and you're just like,
Yes.
cozy. Babe, I forgot my water in the kitchen.
Will you go get it for me, please? Yo, you go get it, though. I've
bitch about it.
conditioned you.
I bitch about it.
It's true, but you could bitch about it. But if you still did it,
Like the worst, and it's so bad because the dogs do it too. Like, yo, I kid you not, no joke. Every time that I finally sit down and I'm just getting comfortable and I'm relaxing, watching my movie, watching the show, the dog just gets right in my face and she has to go out.
can't
And
ever
I-
relax, man.
Sometimes I'll make her wait. She'll grumble, and she'll lay the fuck down. I'll make her wait. And it's usually too with like 5 minutes left in an episode. It's never convenient like in the beginning or the
No, yeah.
episode just ended. It's like 5 minutes left to go, but there's a cliffhanger happening, and I'm like, no, I'm not moving until I see what happens. You can wait.
And it's funny, too, because it doesn't even matter if I take her out. Like, she just wants you to go with her.
Yeah. She just wants me outside with her.
Yeah, it doesn't want you to chill.
Exactly. My
No.
dog just wants to be around me all the time.
You were just constantly inconvenienced.
Every day of my life, I'm constantly inconvenienced.
It's how it goes, man.
No.
Alright.
No. Every day of my life, I'm just inconvenienced.
No, and he's like inconvenienced with the most random shit. Like they
Like
put
what?
pickles
What's
on
the
his
most-
burger and it'll ruin his day.
You don't like pickles?
Bro, he
No.
hates them.
How do you not like pickles?
He's a
Like,
communist.
And like, no joke, every time we ever order food, my food's always fucked up.
yeah,
Every
his
time.
food always messed
Because
up.
everyone's sitting there like, who doesn't want pickles?
No. Like here's
What
the
This
thing.
must have
who
been a
hurt you
typo.
as a child?
Wait,
Why don't you like
Pickles.
pickles?
They're disgusting.
Did someone hit you in the face with one? Like, what happened? They're delicious. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Pickles are disgusting, and they belong in
They're
the
not.
trash with coleslaw.
yo,
they're
if
so
this
good.
video,
Pickles.
if
are
this
so good.
episode gets 1 million views, I will slap Tony in the face with a pickle. I got a whole
Hell
jar
yeah.
of gherkins.
Not even like no. You got to get like one of the big ones, but you got to slice it thin, straight down the middle.
Just
It's like just a slab of pickle and just fucking whap. Make it the new TikTok challenge. Slapping people with pickles.
Yeah, stop stealing Hyundais and just slap people with pickles. I'd rather much of that.
Are they still doing that?
Yeah, I don't know why.
That's still a thing? You guys haven't figured that out yet?
No, they have figured it out, and like it's been
Oh.
handled, but people are still trying it.
And it's just inconvenient at this point.
Constantly inconvenienced.
It's working great for my business.
Like to tell people
Keep breaking the windows, please.
to tell people what's going on. We have been trying to record for almost 2 hours now, and literally the moment I'm about to press record, a light goes out, the camera fucks up, fucking my
Tony's
camera shut
cursed.
off. What'd you say?
They said you're cursed.
I'm haunted.
That's what it was. You pissed off the podcast gods.
I'm haunted.
You did something.
Ellie, why don't you tell them how I'm haunted?
Yeah, so okay, to be fair though, I don't know how you're haunted because I've been trying to figure it out for years and I keep coming up with new possibilities as to why you could have been haunted. Like, I don't know, maybe working next to a morgue for years.
I work next to a funeral home.
Close enough. There's still dead bodies there.
Yeah, so my old job, we used to do door-to-door sales for Verizon, like for Verizon cable. And
Okay.
our office was right next to a funeral home, and we would be like, it's a sales floor, so we'd be cheering and we'd be loud and obnoxious, and then we come out and there's just a bunch of people crying, and we're like,
Oh, yeah.
So there's that. You also just run into cemeteries and start making a fool of yourself. The most convincing one is that
Who does that?
Tony. And then he starts yelling at the ghost and talking a mad shit. And then where he's using a ghost, like one of those EVP reader thingies where it like writes the word on the screen. And he
Yeah.
was like saying some dumb shit. And the thing just says the name of our friend. And she's up in the house all by herself having head rushes that we like didn't realize it was a whole weird situation, bro. It was a whole
When
situation.
was this?
This
last year.
was last year.
This sounds awesome.
Yeah, we went to an Airbnb, and Ellie didn't do the research on it, or
Okay, I did research, but they didn't advertise a cemetery in
You
the
didn't
backyard.
you didn't Google the house.
Why would I Google the house? It's in the middle of
Yeah.
nowhere, Vermont.
Pictures
guess,
look good. You're going with it.
And guess what's right behind that little house in the middle of nowhere?
It was a
Pet cemetery.
No, it was a regular ass cemetery, like a really old one.
It's the oldest cemetery of that town, like dating
Correct.
back to like the 1600s.
Oh, so it's haunted as fuck.
And so Tony was just in there being a dick. Raw dog in cemeteries.
100% raw dogging.
And you brought back an angry Vermontian ghost.
It's possible. But the running theory, and the most likely, is that our ghost in the house is his good friend Dustin. Because he does have some of his ashes from when he passed away. And then also I got him a spirit box for his birthday, and we were able to kind of chit-chat with Le Ghost. And he gave up
Yeah,
some
it sounded
very
like-
compelling information.
Sounded
Oh,
just like
detail.
my best friend. I asked him if he liked Pabst Blue Ribbon. He said, "Yep."
It wasn't like a yes or like a yeah. It was,
It was like a yep.
Yep. And yeah, not that many people really enjoy Pabst Blue Ribbon.
it's like no
Yeah.
one.
I know like 4.
I know none.
And
I
one
know
of
a
them is
lot
your
of
friend.
rednecks.
Dustin loved that shit. And then to test it, I was like, because he was gay, he was married and everything like that. And I was like, what are your thoughts on penis? I asked the ghost that, yes. And
Okay.
it just came back with, it's great. Straight Tony the Tiger, that shit.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I think it's him. But I've been haunted for years. For years. I've always had weird shit happen. So I don't know. Because I remember there was one time when I was in Florida and we were just having dinner at the dinner table, whatever. And for whatever reason, something in my mind said, look at the back door. And I looked at the back door, and it was one of them like old handles, like the long handles. And you see it go down, and it opened up. And everyone's looking, oh, whoa, the wind must have blew it open. And I'm like, that handle turned. No way. So I don't know. Then there was a time I was a kid, and I talked, my dad will vouch for this one, where I talked to an old man and a dead dog. I think we talked about that on the podcast before.
You talked to a dead dog?
Yeah.
The dead dog had a lot to say.
Well, no. So like I was like 4 or 5, and I'm like,
Yeah, like, wait a minute. Hold on.
so I was like 4 or 5. So there's a whole bigger backstory to this. So it started off with my father having
You're like the dead Dr. Doolittle?
pretty much.
Okay.
So it all started with like Like my father and everybody, they just moved into this house. It was my father, my 2 aunts, or my 3 aunts, and my dad had a weird dream, and he was talking with my aunts about it. And he's like, "Yeah, I keep having this weird dream. It happens every night. It's this old man." And before he could say any more, my other aunt chimes in and is like, "Oh, was he eating an apple?" And the other one was like, "Yeah." "Was he nodding his head?" And the other one was like, "Yeah." And then the other one was like, "Oh, was there a dog there?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's weird. That's crazy." And they all had the same dream and shit. So they went to the
What?
library. Yeah, my dad will vouch for this story. And
They tell it every time I'm there, dude.
That's
I've heard this story like
fucking-
18 times.
That's insane.
yeah, and then so they were like, "This is weird." So they went to the library, and you know how you can pull up like old articles and shit before the internet existed.
Mm-hmm.
So they went and scrolled, and they found out, looking in the obituaries and stuff, and they found out the last owner of this house passed away in the house. So they looked it up and found out he was peeling an apple while walking down the stairs to the basement, and he broke his neck on the bottom of the stairs, and the knife stabbed the dog, and they both died in the basement.
What?
Yeah, the true story.
Yep.
100% verified.
That's crazy.
So years later, I'm born, whatever. I'm 5 years old at this point, and I'm playing in the basement. My father stayed in the basement. It was a finished basement. My room was down there too.
He didn't have a concrete floor and insulation falling out of the rafters.
No, it was actually a nice basement. And so I'm apparently what my dad said. He came downstairs to let me know dinner was ready. And he opens the door to the basement and he, peeks his head down and he's like, "Aunt, come upstairs." And he just hears me running around and laughing and playing. And he's like, "Come on, Aunt, come upstairs." Nothing. So he comes down the stairs now. And now I'm running around the pool table that he had down there. And he's like, "Come on, it's time to go. Time for dinner." And I'm like, "Oh, but Daddy, the doggy." And yeah, my dad's like, "What doggy?" And then I look around and I'm like, "The doggy disappeared, Daddy." And my dad's like, Can we please go upstairs? Please, can we go upstairs? I don't want to be here anymore." But yeah.
I could picture your dad doing that.
So basically, he's been haunted since birth. And I
Much.
feel like that
By a
sounds
dog
like a
ghost.
really interesting sitcom. Haunted since birth.
Yeah. And then there was
It'd be like Fairly Odd Parents, but spooky.
No.
I mean, there's been because I used to do ghost hunts and stuff too. So there's been countless times that I've had beer bottles thrown at me from across the room. There's one time we were in a ballroom and I threw this water bottle across it because I was pissed because we weren't getting anything on camera or any recordings. And I said, "Come on, you motherfuckers!" And I threw the water bottle, and we never heard the water bottle hit the ground, and the whole building shook, and you heard fucking people. It sounded like a stampede of people. People walking by. You smelled cigars, heard perfume, or you smelled cigars. You smelled perfume. You heard music.
Nope. You heard perfume.
Yes.
Yeah, you heard the perfume.
You heard it go.
That's fucking crazy. Why have we never talked about this?
I don't know.
Because you never asked.
I feel like that's something you don't have to ask. Something you just tell people because it's awesome.
First of all, I don't have to tell nobody nothing. Nobody finds out anything about me unless they ask.
It's true.
All right, fair. Well played.
I have many, many more ghost stories too.
Yeah, I like the ghost stories. That's interesting.
There was a weird one that happened inside the house here. We actually had a couple of weird incidents. So one, obviously, when I was recording with Angela.
Wait, yeah, isn't your house? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so when I had
The house isn't haunted. It's Tony.
it's just me. It only happens to me.
Oh,
I
okay,
had a
that's
book
what I was
fly
gonna
off the
ask.
shelf at me while we were live recording.
I've heard that.
There was another time. Oh, you know how they have that AI? There was an AI thing on TikTok. It was a filter where
yeah.
it show you it turns you into an anime character or something like that, right? There's one that it turns you into an anime character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or a cartoon character.
Yeah, it's supposed to pick up faces and shit.
Yeah.
So I took a picture of just looking up the stairs, and there was a little girl.
And we took a couple more,
And she
in
moved.
that same spot.
She moved across the fucking hallway.
It was weird though, but babe, when we were doing that, I'm actually just now realizing this because it wasn't always a little girl. It was progressions of a little girl to an adult, but it was
Yeah.
it was a woman still.
Yeah, it was a young chick. Then I go to like a middle age, like a
Yeah.
teenage, and middle aged, and older.
It was
That's
really
somehow
dope.
worse.
He goes, that's somehow worse.
Like what? Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
The weirdest thing that ever happened though, Ellie and I were chilling on the couch. We're watching a movie.
Yo, this was weird.
Yeah, she said she had to go to the bathroom, so I paused the movie, and I'm just fucking around on Facebook, right, just scrolling on my phone, and my dog's laying on me too, and I hear, like, she's in the bathroom, doors closed, and I hear, babe, and I know I heard it because my dog popped up from my lap and looked over at the bathroom door, and we're looking, and I'm like, yeah, don't hear anything, nothing there. She didn't say anything. She didn't respond. She opens the door. Or no, like she's in the bathroom. I'm like, babe. I'm trying to get her attention now.
Yeah, he's like yelling at me. I'm just trying to take a poop.
And I'm like, I'm like, you called me. What's up? She's like, I didn't say anything.
I'm like mid clench. Like, I didn't fucking talk to you. Leave me alone.
Pretty much. And yeah. And me and my dog looked at each other we both looked up, and then we both looked at each other like, you heard that shit too, right? Like, I ain't crazy. And
Dude, that scared the shit out of me.
And then when she walked out of the bathroom, you said you felt something weird.
Yeah, so as soon as I like opened the door and like stepped on the threshold, like I was smacked in the face with like a wall of anxiety. It was like, yeah, it was so weird. And like I could feel like the blood come out of my face. And like I just looked at Tony and I was like, so what happened when I was in the bathroom?
What did you do?
And I immediately cleansed the house. I was like lighting sage and like, get out.
Yep.
That's fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah.
I don't think I could live somewhere that was like haunted.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter where we live because we had a ghost cat that lived in our old apartment.
Wait,
like
what?
Yeah.
There's another story, yeah.
So we lived in
Jesus.
this apartment, and every now and again I would hear a meow. And like, I don't own cats. I have actually a very like weird relationship with cats. They will never be in my house. They walk on the counters. It's fucking weird. I don't like it. Anyway, so
That's a good point.
I'll be sitting on the couch and I'll hear a meow coming from like the loft, and like it's same situation. Like my dog will have heard it, and then
both dogs look up like.
And I'm looking at the dogs and I'm looking up there and I'm like, all right, maybe the neighbor got a cat. So we were chill with our neighbors at the time. So I was going out to my car and I saw him walking in. I was like, yo, did you guys get a cat? And he was just like, no, we didn't get a cat. And I was like, you sure? Like, you positive? I won't rat on you, bro. I need to know. Need to make sure I'm not crazy. And he was like, no, we didn't get a cat. And so we like were doing research around like the building and trying to figure out if any of our other neighbors had a cat. Nobody had a friggin' cat. So then we were sitting in the living room. We were watching a movie. And then I'm like sitting on the couch, and out of the corner of my eye, I see a black cat sitting on our fucking kitchen counter. It's just clear as day, sitting there. And I turn my head and it's gone. It's not there.
That's creepy.
Yeah. And it would mess with our dogs too, like specifically Leia. Like you would see Leia like see something, and then she'd like go run after it, and then she'd come back all confused. She'd be like, I thought I saw friend. Where did friend go?
The weirdest thing happened when one of the first few nights I spent the night at your place.
Oh yeah.
So we were sleeping in bed, and
well, that's different. I think that house specifically was haunted.
It felt like it.
Yes.
So yeah, I was laying in bed. I'm a night owl. I'm up till all hours of the night, and she was sleeping, and I'm laying in the bed, and I put my phone down. I'm trying to go to sleep now because I'm like, it's like 2:00 in the morning, whatever. I'm just gonna try to close my eyes and force myself to fall asleep. You know that shit where you pretend you're trying to fall asleep. Isn't like sleeping weird? Like you have to pretend to do it to actually achieve it.
Which, by the way,
think about it.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
it's the most annoying thing.
I wish I could pretend to be rich and then it just happens.
It'd be nice.
Right?
It would be nice.
So, with that being said, and I'm just laying there, and for whatever reason, I'm like, you ever just lay in bed and you're just staring at the ceiling?
All the time.
All the time.
A corner of a room.
Yeah. So something at my peripheral, so I'm staring at the ceiling, and something in my peripheral, it tells me to look at the closet door. So I look at it, and I'm like, okay, that was weird. Like I felt like something was there, like a shadow or something like that. So whatever, I closed my eyes, And next thing I know, I open my eyes, and I've never experienced sleep paralysis until this moment.
Nope. Fuck that. Scary as shit.
Never.
Anthony, I feel like you're fudging this story a little
No.
bit because this is some detail that I have never heard before.
No, I
Oh,
never.
shit.
I never felt sleep paralysis like this before.
No,
It felt-
that I understand, but the whole like I felt compelled to look at the closet wall.
Yeah, no, I was laying there staring at the ceiling, and I just saw something in the corner of my eye, and I looked at it, and there's nothing there. So I was like, I closed my eyes, and the next thing I opened my eyes up again, and I'm like, I'm clenching my fists. I'm trying to just raise my arms, and I can't do anything. Like it felt like something was on me, and then all of a sudden I felt something around my throat. I didn't see anything, but I felt it like around my throat, and I couldn't breathe. And naturally, I reacted with aggression, and I somehow was able to get out. Come on, motherfucker! What?
Naturally, I reacted with aggression.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
I'm a man.
just being an asshole. But no, because I fuck with spirits all the time. I call them pussies and bitches and assholes, and so I'm like, come on, motherfucker, and I did that. I was able to breathe right after that, and she woke up.
Yep.
And she was like, "Are you okay?" And then I told her everything that happened.
And he was like holding his throat. He was like gasping. And the only reason why I didn't call complete bullshit at the time is because I have only ever experienced sleep paralysis once in my life, and it too was in that room in that house.
Okay, so it's valid. Yeah, no, I couldn't deal with that. I would not be living there anymore.
Would you still be seeing the girl that stays in that room?
Maybe.
Right?
Just not in that house.
I gave it
Absolutely
some
not
thought.
in that house.
I somehow
Is it the
still stayed
house?
there.
Is it her? I
Right?
don't know.
Right? Like my ghost just fucks me sometimes.
He likes to
Const-
throw things at you.
It constantly inconveniences me.
He likes
Yeah,
to play
your
Will
ghost tries to
Smith
murder
at
you.
3 a.m.
Yeah, doesn't try to murder me.
And that was on the first date
It was like
With
the
ghosts.
first few times that we
First
spent
of all.
together.
with the ghost.
No, that was like on one of the like third or fourth times he had been over.
Oh,
We were
so
like
you
a
pissed
month
it
or
off,
two into dating.
before all this. Okay.
Yeah.
So what other questions you got, Colin? Like I said, and for those listening, Linda, Jen, Jamie, Carly, Doodle, all of y'all. If I forgot somebody, I'm sorry. All of y'all. I said in the last 2 lives, you got questions for my wife? Shoot me a DM. I messaged most of y'all. I'm friends with y'all on all my personal pages and stuff. Y'all had a chance to ask whatever question you wanted, and you missed out.
Nobody asked.
And she's
Wait,
hurt.
there was
I'm a little
questions.
upset. I thought we had something special.
Now she's back to my wife.
Yeah, I'm not our
Oh.
wife anymore.
You guys done lost a wife.
I'm Zog's wife.
Yep, that's what you fans
Damn.
get. You
Damn.
fans fucked up. You done fucked up.
Oh, fucked up. Ellie, what is your? You could do like anything for the rest of your life.
If I could do anything for the rest of my life.
Anything. Yeah. You
So
don't
have
even
you
have to
ever
get paid
seen
to
the
do
show
it.
Pitbulls and Parolees?
No.
So this lady has a huge rescue for pit bulls, and all she does is rescue a whole bunch of dogs out in Louisiana and the boondocks. And the only people she hires are parolees, like the people that nobody else will hire. So I would probably do something along the lines of that, like open up a dog rescue and like hiring people that like can't get work for whatever reason.
It's a very noble answer.
Hmm?
That's a very noble answer.
Well, not really, because the only reason why I would do it is so that I could have all the dogs.
I still think that's pretty good though.
It's for selfish gain.
Yeah.
And
I
the
was trying to
only reason
justify
why
it.
I'm hiring people who can't get jobs doing anything else is so that they can at least feed them. So I have help for all the dogs.
It's for pure self gain. Nothing.
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, I can't justify it any further. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
It's not like she's doing it out of the kind like these dogs just need to be saved. in
They
the
do.
world.
They need to be saved by
By me.
me specifically.
See, this
But
is why
also
like
with the help of convicts.
see, this is why I can't really ask any questions because I know what the answers are.
I
I've
know,
had-
and I feel like I know what the answers are going to be too.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I said I can't. There's nothing that I really. I know her better than she knows herself most of the time.
You like to think so.
Yeah, can we put that to the test?
Yeah,
Go
let's put it
ahead.
to the test.
All right.
Grill
We're
him,
starting with-
Colin.
Start out with basic questions. Okay. What's your favorite color?
Hers?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna go with a maroon.
Okay,
All
fair.
right, you
What's
got that
Tony's?
one. That was easy.
Her turn now.
All right.
No,
Yeah, what's
no.
Tony's? No, yeah.
Her
It's
turn
back
now.
and forth.
We go back and forth.
No, this is about you know how you said you're the one that said I know her better than she knows herself. And that is what we are
Well,
testing.
why
I
gotta be the-
never
why gotta be the
I
one with
never
the-
claimed to know everything that there is to know about you. I learn things about you every day, babe.
I was supposed to take a step back on this episode.
She's upfront on that one.
What?
She was very upfront on that one.
Because it's true. I learn each and every day how annoying you are in so many ways.
Me too. Me too. So what's
So-
Tony's favorite color?
Well, I know his favorite color Gatorade is orange or lime. I know he really
Kinda
likes
wrong, but okay.
No,
Oh.
Blue and lime. Blue and the yellow.
bro, no, bullshit.
Blue
And
the
I will
yellow.
tell you why it's bullshit. No, that is bullshit because I literally was buying you the blue ones and you said orange or lime.
No, because you got me the blue light ones, like the diet ones.
Oh, those ones are
You got to get the frost. It's the blue frost, right, Colin? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. I invented it.
Yeah, you did not invent
I
blue.
invented it. Nope, I invented it.
No,
It was
the one that
made
was in
after
the-
my drink.
it was the commercial. I remember. I forgot who it was, but they were dripping blue sweat, and that's why I loved it. That
Oh, it was
my
like
favorite
Michael
one.
Jordan or somebody.
I
Those
think it
were
was
the
like
cool
Carmelo
Gatorade
Anthony or Derrick
commercials.
Rose or some shit.
Those ones are cool.
But you did get lime, so the yellow, the lemon lime.
All right. Well, anyway. And then you really like yellow, not only because of Wu-Tang Clan, but also the Warriors, which is also why you wear a lot of blue. But I'm 95% sure that your favorite color is, in fact, green.
She's correct. Green is the favorite color.
I was gonna say red.
No, not even close.
Okay, that's fair.
Green is the all-time favorite color. My question: do you know what my favorite color combo is?
Your favorite color combo?
Yes, the two colors that go together. That is my favorite.
Black and yellow.
No,
What the fuck?
Black and yellow. Nope,
Nope.
that's it now.
because that's it now. Purple and pink. I like the Miami Vice. You
Oh,
know
yeah,
that.
that's right. Yeah, you really do be
I
liking those
love that
colors.
Miami Vice. I love those colors. That's why my wall pink right now.
That's true.
I was gonna say purple and yellow.
Those
Which
don't
is like
even go
Lakers.
together.
Yes, they do.
Purple and
Those are
yellow? Yeah,
also
they do.
Miami Vice colors.
Yeah,
Purple and yellow
it's
is
also the Lakers
disgusting.
colors.
Exactly. Because the Lakers are
Oh.
playing the goddamn Warriors right now, and purple and gold look like shit. It's all about gold and royal fucking
I
blue.
didn't even mean to do that. I didn't even know they were playing.
They're playing right this second, so if I seem a little distracted, it's because I'm looking at the game.
What game is it?
It's game 4 right now, and I think the Warriors are up last time I saw. So
Okay.
if this
How the Knicks
podcast
doing?
ends abruptly, just know the Warriors lost, and I just don't want to talk anymore.
At least you're honest.
This is true.
It's true.
Very
This is actually the
honest.
reason why I didn't go live on Saturday night, because the Warriors got the shit kicked out of them. So
It's true. He was very cranky. And I was just
Actually-
trying to take a nap, bro.
Yeah, last time we podcasted when two teams were playing, the favorite team lost.
yeah. Luckily,
Actually-
I'm the only one that's favored. I'm the favorite over here. Just one person. Yeah, Warriors are 52-49 at halftime. We're gonna continue.
They'll be fine.
We'll see. We lost by 30 in the third quarter last time.
That's
All right,
embarrassing.
Colin. Next question.
What's Ellie's spirit animal?
Ooh, her spirit animal. I'm gonna go otter.
Well.
Or a dog. I mean, this is an otter or a dog.
According to my Harry Potter house,
No, I'm not saying you're Patronus. That's not your spirit animal.
so I think my spirit animal is actually a rabbit or something.
Are you talking about like some test that you did online?
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is-
that's how you'll find that out.
Colin, give me something else.
See,
here. This
it's
is
the
terrible.
only way to find that out.
This is
You're
terrible.
asking a white
You
girl
want-
what
you
her
want me-
spirit animal is. This is gonna go into a whole thing.
You want me to do some shit that she found on like some fucking Instagram post? I'm not gonna be able to follow this, Colin.
No, you have to.
Like you're asking me.
You gotta ask him
you're
the
asking
important
me a
questions, like
you
how I
ask-
like my coffee.
Yeah, like you're asking
That
me
shit's
questions.
See,
That
I
shit is
thought it was like a
complex.
boring question. Yeah.
Nah, Colin, you're asking me questions
Everybody
like she did
knows
on
how
a
they like
fucking
their coffee,
Instagram
though.
filter. Like this shit
Wait,
is
like
some
she-
shit that's on an Instagram or TikTok filter, and you're like, I know your girl do that to you. Like, oh,
You-
what
you gotta know
Kardashian
those
sister
ones.
am I?
Yeah. What moon was she born under? Come on, Tony.
Fuck if I know. Quarter crescent.
Ellie,
I
do you
don't.
know?
I know there's a full moon, a half moon, and a crescent moon.
I mean, you weren't technically wrong. It was a waxing crescent
I don't know what the
See,
fuck that
told
means.
you
Why
she
is it
knew.
waxing?
because it is gaining momentum to become a full moon before, and then when it's on the other side, it's called a waning because it is waning away from the sun. So waxing is coming up on the sun, and waning is going away from the sun.
I don't know this
I
shit.
just love the look on Tony's face right now. These are the important things you need to know.
Well,
You're
you-
asking me TikTok trends, motherfucker. I don't know
no,
what to do.
no, that one is a legit thing. That's like an actual like practicing thing.
I know things. Not a lot of things, but I know things.
You know nothing.
Jon Snow.
I know a couple things. What's one thing? No, I can't do that because that's not going to work. I was
Do
going to say
it.
one thing you've wanted to say to her that you never have.
Yeah, what's one thing you wanted to say to me that you never have, Tony?
And I was like, I guess you
What
can
is
cut it
it?
out if you don't like it.
I literally tell you there's not a moment that I don't speak my mind to you.
See, that's what makes this hard.
That's true because he do be telling me that I'm dumb a lot.
We were literally driving.
That's mean.
We were literally driving to New York this weekend.
No, you can't talk about that, babe. You
We're
can't
talking
talk
about
about
it.
that. No, I'm dead serious.
And she said, I don't know, she said something, and I just roasted her. That's all I did. I just roasted her wholeheartedly. It just came out. Like, Colin, you think you get it bad? She gets it the worst.
He was so mean.
What's the worst thing he's
I
ever
have a
said to you?
college degree. And I graduated cum laude. Like, I graduated pretty high up there, and he's just so mean. He's just like, you're so fucking dumb. Like,
I never
it
knew
feels
what that
like
meant.
a verbally abusive relationship quite often.
No, it's not.
Help! I'm in trouble, and I need to be rescued.
I do not verbally abuse you in the slightest bit.
You call me dumb.
You do dumb shit. If the shoe fits me, I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, valid.
Like, you call me out when I do some stupid ass shit too, and I do a lot of
Sometimes you be
stupid
doing
shit.
some real
I do a
dumb
lot of
shit.
stupid shit, like just having a mustache.
Yeah.
You let me get cornrows.
You allowed that?
How am I supposed to ever Anthony, I tell you not to do something, and I swear to God, you hear permission to do it.
What's the cringiest thing he's ever done that you told him not to do?
Hang on, that's going to take some thought. There's been a lot.
Cringy.
I was hoping it was the suede suit and the man bun.
I don't have
No.
a suede suit.
What?
I don't have a suede suit, and she liked the man bun. She
Man.
was mad
was
when
the
I
suit?
cut it.
Didn't you wear a suede suit to Angela's wedding?
It was a maroon
No,
suit.
it was maroon.
That
Yo,
she
I
bought
loved
me.
that suit.
She bought me that suit.
I did.
Okay.
That's the cringiest thing
Yeah,
that
and
you've
she-
ever tried that I hated.
She wanted me to keep the man bun. I was the one that wanted to say no. I wanted to cut it.
Oh, it's every time he shaves his face. He just looks like a prepubescent dolphin.
It's so bad.
You
Like
said you look like a dolphin,
a prepubescent dolphin.
like a baby dolphin.
Baby dolphin. Because he doesn't
Smooth as
just
shit.
shave off his feet. Like, he doesn't just shave his face. It's his whole body. He'll shave the whole thing.
I don't actually shave the whole thing. I buzz most.
Nah.
Of it.
Don't
Like,
let him lie to you. He shaves it.
No. I don't shave my actual legs.
Liar.
I literally don't.
I feel like you shave your legs.
I use a buzzer on my legs. I shave my balls.
With a razor?
Yeah.
What?
Do you not shave your
It's-
balls, Colin?
Not with a razor blade.
Well, how do you keep it trim?
Well, like an electric one. I was talking about a straight razor.
No, I will never use an electric one on my balls again.
Ooh,
So
did
you're
you
using
get
a
pinch?
straight razor?
No, I use like a fucking Gillette.
Isn't
Like
that
a-
an electric razor?
No,
Oh, I
like,
get what
No,
you're
like
saying. Okay.
the
I
fuck.
had to think about it for a second.
The only place that a straight razor touches is my beard, my neckline, and my headline.
Nah, you be putting it other places too.
No, I don't.
Oh.
I don't use the straight razor for anything else.
I don't know. You tried to use it when you had like some weird haircut, and it looked awful.
I use it on my scalp.
Oh, maybe that was it.
I use it on my scalp, and I shave my head.
He like exfoliates with it or something. I don't know.
So I take a straight razor and I just go shh, close it. It's baby smooth up here. Every like 4 days.
Feels like a dolphin.
My
I think
chest,
you
I
should
don't.
shave the face.
No,
I think you go straight Mr. Potato Head and just fucking nothing.
Potato Head had a mustache, bro.
He did. He had a
Well,
mustache.
do Mr. Potato Head without a mustache.
No, because then he's just gonna
Look
have a
at your
hole
fake
in his
one.
lip.
Then I'm just a
I
potato.
just want to see Tony with like a perfectly just no hair on your face.
You want him to look like Mr. Clean?
You would kind of look like Mr. Clean.
Kinda.
No. I don't know what's.
He's just not white.
Yo, I don't know what's behind this. I don't know if there's a second.
Mr. Clean
chin
was
in
tan
that.
as shit, by the way.
Was he?
I mean, very tan.
All his clothes were white though.
They were very white. That might have been
Okay.
why.
Colin, you know what I'll do? I'll make a deal with you
No,
Live.
don't do that.
for the people.
Okay.
You know what? I'll say what I'll do for. I will.
No.
Baby, just hold
Shave
on. Hold
everything.
On. Hold on. He's not gonna do what I'm gonna tell him to do because I know.
Okay.
I'll probably do it.
I will shave my whole face and my head, and I'll just be a clean bald man. Nope.
I already know
Eyebrows
what he's
stay.
gonna say. I know what he's gonna say. I know what he's
Eyebrows
gonna say.
stay. Do me a favor, Colin. Take that hat off.
My hair's long as shit right now.
All right, pull that hair back. Don't put it in the front.
What,
Don't
my
brush it
little
in the front.
hairline?
Don't
My
brush
little-
it in the front.
Yeah, I'm white. I got a receding hairline.
Yeah.
You want me to shave
It's
my
time
head?
to go. It's time to give up on
See,
that.
I need more than that. If I shave my head, you got to shave more
I'm
than
shaving
just
my
your
head
beard.
and my face.
Your head is shaved already.
That's
You've
not my
already done
fault.
half the things with no reward.
You don't
You've
have
already
real,
done half the thing.
Yeah, you've
You
done
don't
half of
have
that.
real facial hair, so you shave it. I don't even need you to
No,
shave
I
your beard
trim
because there's
it.
nothing there.
It gets long. I just keep it short.
There's nothing. You don't. You
Keep it
can't
clean,
even grow a
Tony.
goatee.
He
Keep it
could.
clean.
You can't
Yeah.
even.
I believe in
You
you.
knew
Colin.
me with that at the bowling alley when I had a fucking goatee.
No,
even a
you,
goatee, it was like
you
a
have like a
beard
you have a
goatee
beard
thing.
like Lil Jon has a beard.
Oh,
I can't
that's
picture
rude.
Lil Jon right now.
Lil Jon has the patchiest beard I've ever seen.
Nah,
in my
pick
life.
something else. That's not a good enough reward for shaving my head.
I told you he wouldn't do it.
You would have to
Me
do
shaving my
something.
beard is the equivalent of you shaving your head.
It grows back in like 20 seconds.
That's also valid.
I
Well,
spent
yeah,
my
but-
whole life growing this hair. Never
I
had a
know.
haircut. Not
That's
never.
That's why it's
Hanging
giving
on to
up
what
on
little
you.
bit I have left. All right. So
Wait, have you seriously never
yours a
gotten a
pro
haircut?
back bite. You could. Yes, I've gotten a haircut.
Okay.
Tony could shave his beard and like take a shit and come back and he's got like stubble and shit already.
It's true.
Might even have
Yo.
like a mustache depending on how hard he pushes.
So no joke, I shaved this morning and it's already long. Like I shaved my cheeks and shit, and I shaved over here, even my neck. Like you can see the line that I did right here, and this is all stubble already, like thick stubble. It's
You know what
rough.
I just realized?
I'm a werewolf.
No, if we have a child, he's gonna be a werewolf though, because my hair grows fast as shit. Your hair grows fast as shit. This child is gonna have unstoppable hair. No razor will be able to tame this individual's groinal areas.
Gonna have back hair as a baby.
Oh my lord!
Luckily, I don't have that. I don't have like I have like a weird one little.
It's only in
patch.
your scar,
Yeah. I have
Yeah.
a scar and it's one little patch. That's it.
probably because they skin grafted it from your butt.
I didn't get a skin graft from my butt.
You might have.
You might have.
I didn't. I would.
They wouldn't tell you.
I would see.
No one's
the
gonna
scar.
tell you that.
You were
Mm.
12. How
Unless
would
it's
you
like,
know?
Yeah, it's like straight under cheek where you can't even see it if you look.
It could
It's on
be.
your cheek.
You got like
Just under cheek.
you
Hey,
got
listen, I have a nice butt. I would
you got
see it.
big booty. You wouldn't have seen that.
True.
I would see it, but that's just because I'm always looking at your butt.
Tony's got a butt back.
He
I
does.
do have a donk.
No, I
I
meant your
can't twerk,
butt's
though.
on your back
Can't-
and it's hairy. But
If my back's
please
not
don't
hairy.
twerk.
I can't. I've tried.
Good.
It's really funny. It's like the equivalent of me trying to twerk, and I'm white, so
Surprisingly, Ellie can dance for a white girl.
yes. It takes me minutes to find the beat, but once I find it, it should be good.
Yeah, it does take. It's like you're about 30 seconds into the song and then
Correct.
catch it.
I'm usually good
Okay.
by the end. And as long as the beat stays the same for the next song, I'm super good. I'm really good at dancing to Spanish music.
It's all the same beat. Dun, 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 dun.
And once I
it's
have
different
it-
variations of that.
And once I have it, I'm good.
No, it's over.
All right, Colin, what else do you have for our couples therapy today?
I don't know. I've tried so hard to pin you guys against each other, and it's not working.
Won't happen.
Yeah,
We are
I tried.
ironclad.
Yeah.
We are what you aim to have in a relationship. Actually, all your friends base what they want in a relationship, like with our shit. I don't understand why.
Only to a certain degree.
I think because she lets you buy things.
No, I think it's honestly, like, real talk. I think it's our level of communication because we just talk about we just communicate it.
No, we communicate really well. It's the listening that we could use some work
Like
on.
you
But
told me when I went
There
to
we
the
go.
comic.
Yes.
Like, hold on. You told me when I went to the comic shop the other day. There's a huge sale at the comic shop. It was $7 pops. Every 2-pack, 3-pack, 7-inch, and 10-inch Funko Pop was buy one get one free. And she told me, if it goes over $100, I'm not saying you can't buy it, but let's call and let's talk about it. I was at 107. I didn't have to make a phone call. It was good.
you technically still should have made
Within
the phone call.
within the budget.
It wasn't within the budget. It was exactly $7 over budget.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't make
there's
that
always
phone call?
a $10 window.
No, there isn't a $10 window. When I say more than $100, I mean $100.01.
Technically, it was under 100 before tax.
And then you put one
Tax
comic
isn't
book
calculated.
back.
It was like $99.99 before tax.
Yeah, it was like tax wasn't calculated until after checkout.
Wasn't specified in the agreement.
Like, you never said it was $100 pre-tax or post-tax. So I just went
She
with
did
my
say
gut.
if you spent over $100 though.
It went with my gut. They said if it's over $100, then I should call. But I was like, oh, we're at like 96, we're good. And then it was 107, and I was like,
See,
oh.
this is what I mean. It's the listening.
No. It's listen. I've been in sales for 10 years. It's the living in the gray area that I excel in. Because you tell me if
Your
you give me
gray
that
area
window-
is my maroon area of what's going to make me really angry.
$7.
$7.
Listen, I drive a hybrid. I got expendable gas money now.
I don't.
Well, you're the one that chose that car.
He's
See?
so proud of his
Remember when we
hybrid.
talked about those dumb things you do?
Yeah, didn't you buy like a Trailblazer?
A Chevy Blazer she buys
Blazer,
in
yeah,
the
you
middle
said
of a
fuck
fucking
prices.
gas crisis.
Yo,
It'll
it
go
gets
down,
way
it's
better
fine.
gas mileage than my last car.
You always got rid of your last cars because it died. It gave up. It killed itself.
Had great gas mileage if it was dead. Didn't
Well,
burn
it
a
was a
thing.
Jeep Wrangler, and I had a lift
Oh.
on it, and it had no sway bar, so it got a whopping 10 miles a gallon.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that thing was a death trap.
It was
Constant.
not. It was fine. It just, the transmission blew.
Oh, safe. Good cars.
What else is next, Colin? What else do you got to try to pin
I'm-
us against
I'm-
each other?
I'm out of questions. I've
I'm
tried.
Shocked. What do you have? What you gotta have? I'm sure because you don't really you've talked to Ellie enough times, but you don't know a lot about her. And I'm sure there's a lot that people want to know about, even though they didn't ask no goddamn questions.
Not a
motherfuckers.
single one.
Yeah, I don't know if you posted that well enough because I didn't even see it, and I work here.
No, I did it in the live. Colin, you barely work here.
mean,
I don't know
show
if you
up.
posted that enough because I
Yeah.
didn't see it. Now we're
I
here.
didn't. I work here. Yeah,
You
no.
barely work here. You're the kind of guy, and I'm gonna call you right out.
I'm the
on this.
guy that
You wanna-
comes in,
You want
puts my name on it, and hands it in.
You want to
You want
pin
me to hand
me
that
and
in
her
for you,
together?
Tony? I got you. Hold on. And Colin. Here you go.
Yeah, you're the kid that's part of the group project that within the last day, you're like, all right, guys, what we got? And we're like,
Yeah.
we're done with it. And you're like, sweet.
Sick.
It's like, Colin, did you make any clips? Yeah, I
It's
got a
got me-
couple. I got a
It's got
couple.
me like 20-something episodes in, so I'm doing pretty good so far.
Live on air, you're fired.
I feel like I'm on Barstool.
You feel like you're on Barstool. I'm literally on a casting couch.
True.
That's
And
not
there
Barstool.
was things being shoved in my face. I'm uncomfortable.
She's trapped over there. If y'all
I'm
could
so
see-
trapped.
If y'all could
Yeah,
see.
it does look like, I feel like on either side, someone's holding a gun to your head right now.
It feels like it.
I mean, there's swords next to her head.
There are?
Your other side.
The lighting doesn't help the
Oh.
whole theme either.
No,
Yo, there's a whole sword right here.
there's multiple swords over there. Don't put the ad. Be careful with that. That's sharp.
Yeah, it's
I
like a
bought this
super
one.
dangerous escape room.
No, I mean it would be a pretty easy escape room.
No, well, I'm trying to find clues in this office.
The window's right there.
No.
It's a good way to escape.
Yeah,
Work smarter, not harder, babe.
Yeah, one of them doesn't even have a screen, so yeah, it's an easy way out.
Yeah, I can literally crawl. I can crawl under this, right out that window.
I've crawled out that window before.
Why?
I didn't. Something fell.
Oh, was it our new AC?
I think so.
Nice.
Is
Good
this on the
job.
second floor?
No.
No.
Oh,
The first
okay.
floor.
I just picture Tony jumping out a window after an AC.
He would. He'd do it.
I'm afraid of heights. No shot.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a good question for you, babe. What's my second biggest fear?
Your second biggest fear? First biggest fear is heights. Second biggest fear is bees.
See, she knows me.
Bees?
He screams
Bees.
like a little girl. He's not even allergic.
You can just swat them, dude.
Nope. So, in 32 years of living, I have yet been stung by a bee, and I don't plan on being stung by a bee.
Oh, you have to be stung by a bee.
Nope.
It's like it's a rite of passage.
It really
Nope.
is.
How are you going to go through your whole life without stepping on a bee?
God damn it.
So what
I
happened
know
was
what
when I
you're
was a
getting
child,
for your
my cousin-
wedding.
when I was a child, you're not invited.
What?
He said, "Hey, guess what you're getting for your wedding?" I just said,
Like
"You're not
Ellie
invited."
Duck. Instead of rice, I'm throwing bees. Run at me, run. We're getting this
Instead of rice,
motherfucker,
I'm
finally.
throwing bees.
It's handfuls
Jesus
of bees. That's
Oh.
terrifying, actually. I'm sorry. I won't do that.
Pretty sure there'd be a lot of people that would be really upset about that.
Everybody would be so bad. Could you imagine? Everyone's having a great time. It's the end of the night. All of a sudden, fucking bees.
Fucking bees.
And like a lot of bees.
What if
Yeah.
you just released fire bugs instead? Like, you know, the lightning bugs? That'll
Yeah, like-
scare him too. He doesn't like bugs.
No, I
But
don't like
with
bugs at all.
bees. Just everything.
It
Just
has to
a
be
fucking-
bees.
Just a paella of fucking disgusting insects
Paella.
thrown at you.
Just the way you describe it, a paella.
I was trying to think of a better like analogy for it.
Just bam, bees.
Yeah, paella. It's got a bunch of shit. Here you go. Gross.
What is
A
the
Paella is
paella?
delicious.
Smorgasbord.
Paella is
What's the
delicious.
paella?
It's just a lot of shit.
You never had, baby. You've had. Oh, you never had paella because you couldn't eat.
Wait,
meat
did you
for a
say
while.
what is paella?
What is paella?
How have you never had paella?
So it's like fish, shrimp, pork,
Yeah.
all mixed in with rice. It's delicious. There's the Filipino version and then there's the Spanish version. Spanish version is a little spicy. Filipino version a little sweet.
I want both.
Yeah, it's great.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna request that our next barbecue from my father. My father makes a banging paella.
Bro,
At a
these
barbecue?
bangs are driving me absolutely up a wall.
These are the consequences of your actions.
First of all,
There's
of
a
all,
story.
there is no story. The story is I'm mentally ill and I cut my bangs.
She makes a valid point.
that is
Okay. Yeah.
that is the story.
You sold it.
And every time I cut my bangs, I get annoyed. And I say, I'm never cutting my bangs again. And then I get mentally ill again. And then I cut my bangs.
I mean, we've all done it. Tony and I bleached our hair.
That's
So-
true. That's why your hair's falling out now.
Oh no, it's fallen out long before then.
Oh yeah, no, that shit was.
Yeah, it's
See-
been like this for a while.
See, I remember how I used to style my blonde hair. I'd slick it right back, look real nice. That
It's very
forehead,
shiny.
that forehead cannot be seen. That's
My
what
forehead
Colin
bought
was-
me a Lexus. Thank you very much.
First of all,
What?
I said that forehead bought me a Lexus.
True.
wait, what?
Yeah, only foreheads. Check my website. That was when I was bartending. That's when I bought my car.
I'm so confused.
I couldn't tell if you were staring at me if your fucking screen froze for a second.
Me?
Yes, you stayed very
Honestly,
still.
that's fair. I was just trying to
I was thinking,
process
it's
what
like-
you're saying. Because I don't understand how foreheads bought you a car.
It's a weird demographic. I don't want to get into it.
I'm so confused.
He didn't actually buy a car because of his forehead.
No, I didn't go into a car dealership and be like, motherfucker, do you see this thing? Fit 5 fingers in here, bitch. Give me that car.
You can slap this on your next fucking used car if it needs a hood because it's
Yeah.
it's so much space
Gotcha.
here.
It's fucking great. Aerodynamic as fuck.
It's like you guys need a spotlight in the middle of the night to show that you're open. Just put a little light reflect right off of here. It's fucking beaming.
Yeah. Any space movie, filmed right here. It's fucking perfect.
Does your like
Just
I know you're
vast and
Any
empty.
space move.
it's like
Yeah,
I
any
know you're
space moving, cool.
Volkswagen, so I'm just gonna stand upside down so that W in my head pops right out for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right. So clearly that's not what I thought it was.
No, he just got a
No.
big ass forehead. He has a 7 head. It's not even a 5 head or a 6
It's
head.
not that big, first off. Really not.
Pull,
There's 3.
pull that
There's
shit
4.
all the way.
There's
Stop
4.
stop hiding it. Stop
Listen,
hiding it.
just because your hairline comes down to your eyebrows, mister, I have hair, all right?
You have hair that you cover the places with no hair.
No, I showed you my hairline. Yeah, it's fucked up. But that's still 4 fingers, motherfucker. 4 head, bitch.
Look like fucking. the
Sorry,
Count
yours
from-
is like this.
You look like the Count from Sesame Street.
First of all, you
One
leave the
hair.
count out of this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I could count every hair on my head.
What did
on
the
one
count
hand.
ever do to you? He's a wholesome man.
He has the Dracula forehead.
Yeah, like you.
It's called the widow's peak.
Fucking
Thank you.
Majin
We
Buu
actually-
over here.
Majin, he had a fucking dick coming out of his head.
No, he had an M on his forehead,
Oh,
which is the shape of your hairline.
yeah, whatever. Made it through life this far.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
I know. I haven't been mean to you in a while. I've been taking a beating lately, so I just had to.
I've noticed. I think this is why you got all this pent up fucking anger.
No,
Yeah.
he's just been really mean lately.
I've been cranky.
It's because
He's
of
so
the
crazy.
Ryan episode.
You know why? It's because I'm
He got
hungry.
Angelo, and then he got Ryan.
You know why I'm angry? Because I'm hungry. I've been dieting and I've been working out. I'm hungry. I'm hangry all the time.
Well,
can hear
just
the pain in his
nobody
voice.
told you to diet. I specifically told you to stay fat and happy.
Yeah, Tony.
Hey,
Except your snoring really do be getting real old, and
hey, you
it's
said
kind
my
of
snoring
nice.
started going away. I don't want to hear that.
It did start going away
Exactly.
as you're losing weight.
Exactly.
So you just need to suffer for a little bit longer, just so I can get my rest over the summer. So then you can
Yeah,
go
then you
back
get fat
into
again.
sloth mode for the winter.
That's usually what happens. Like I get in great shape.
The snoring ceases for a total of 4 months,
Nah,
and then it's
like,
back again.
It's like until October, and then I let go, and then I just start eating everything.
As soon as Halloween comes, that's our first major holiday, and then from there, it's just
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everything goes down. Everything.
the gullet.
Yeah, I just eat everything. All the candy, all the chocolate, all the ice cream, all the apple pies.
Yeah, fall sucks for diets.
That's what I'm saying.
Which doesn't make any sense because, like, the fall is all about celebrating literal vegetables and harvest. So,
Nah,
like,
there
it
was
should be
turkeys
the
there.
easiest, like, form of dieting because you technically should just be eating apples and squash. If you're eating
was a-
food that's in season.
It was the turkey though.
I mean, yeah, the turkey's in season. It's turkey season during the fall. Then you shoot
I
it.
think they ate rabbits too.
I mean, yeah, I would assume. But I don't think rabbits are in season in the fall, are they?
Y'all motherfuckers eat rabbits?
Yeah, you
I
don't?
don't- Yeah, you've never.
Anthony,
it's like
I don't want to
fancy.
hear it. I don't want to hear it from you. You're Filipino. Y'all eat dogs. Your dad has eaten dog twice. Every time he looks at Rosie, I feel like he's dissecting her, trying to figure out where he's going to get the most perfect egg roll meat from.
In his defense, he was lied to both times.
I don't care. Both times he said it was delicious.
I mean,
He straight up told me he thought dog tasted good.
hey, listen to me. I'm
Your
pretty
dad and I have
sure-
had beef ever since. And it's not literal beef, it's dog beef.
I'm pretty sure.
Is that what they would call it? Dog beef?
I don't know.
What would it be called?
Lunch?
Combo number 5.
An L3?
Lumpia.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, I'm so shot. Yeah, no. I know we eat weird shit, but like we eat duck embryo.
That one's not that weird though. The French eat escargot. That's literal snails, so I feel like that's worse. Although it does taste pretty good because it's
I feel
smothered
like duck
in butter.
embryo is much worse.
How is
You gotta
duck
work
embryo?
to get that. Because you gotta work to get that. To just serve whatever that disgusting fucking thing looks like.
It's served in the shell. You gotta like.
You
just
know that
tap
it's
the
an
shell.
egg, right?
Yeah. Okay, now I
It's
do.
an.
I was thinking, I was like, wait a minute. I was thinking, all right, I was thinking
He
something
thought you
else,
had to
which
go
is-
inside
which
of a
is
duck
equally-
and take the fucking embryo
which is-
out of it.
Which is equally as disgusting.
Colin, what are ducks?
Animals? I don't know.
What more specifically?
Birds?
What?
Did you say birds?
Yes, they are birds.
Yeah.
And what do
You had me
birds
nervous. I was like,
do?
are they not fucking birds?
What do birds do?
They lay eggs. Okay, I get
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I was thinking
Where do you think the
something
duck
more
embryo
gross.
came from?
You know what? I don't know. All right, I'm not a duck expert.
But
All right.
I'm the dumb one.
I just show up and put my name on the thing we handed in. Okay, no serious questions.
I just show up with my name on it and end it.
Colin's like,
Yeah.
I'm just here not so I don't get fined.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and I still get fines.
Yes, you get yelled at just for
All
people
the
at home.
time.
I yell at Colin every single day. He doesn't talk enough.
All the
He
time.
doesn't do
Yeah.
enough.
He was yelling
stopped
at me,
answering
and
my
I'm a
phone at one
guest,
point.
y'all.
Oh, welcome.
Yeah, he doesn't even answer the phone ever.
I just stopped answering.
You're like the worst podcast partner ever. Even Angelo
I'll
picked up the
call you
phone.
back. Let's call you back 2 days later. Oh, my bad. I fell asleep.
Bro, you've been asleep for 2 days?
My bad. It's been a crazy week. What's going on? Oh, I'm not that bad.
Yo, I am, though. Somebody will call me. I'll go back like 5 days later. Yeah, I was on
Oh,
vacation. Again.
Oh, shit. My bad. It was my birthday.
My God.
My grandma died. The fifth one.
Again. Yeah. Oh, yeah. My dad's side this time. Sorry.
Fucking Christ. Well, you got any other questions, Colin? For
No, I
Ellie?
think we're all just shot at this point.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
so.
It's almost midnight over here.
Everyone is dead.
We're just talking nonsense, bro.
It is.
I feel like people are gonna love this though.
It's what this show is founded on.
Yeah, nobody fucking asked for
Just,
this.
just
Nobody
nonsense.
fucking asked, bro.
All right. Well, we're gonna call it on that. And I don't know what we're gonna do for our next episode. I think it's just gonna be a me and Colin episode because we haven't had one of those in a long time.
Yippee.
Yeah, we haven't had
Been a
it.
long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we haven't had a guest. So, Soju Wu should be on the show soon. He said he was free after Mother's Day, so that Mother's Day's this Sunday. So maybe
Shit, it is.
maybe in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we might be able to have an episode with him. So keep an eye out. We're gonna keep going live. Obviously, Colin just doesn't go live ever because he's whack.
Because I have a job that
So
I do.
do I.
Rub it in.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I didn't know what
Um,
to say. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, Colin just doesn't go live. Like, I go live with my wife, and we chat and we have a good time. And
Colin's just not committed to the people.
nope. Just so you guys know, when you guys buy stuff on the merch shop,
It all
Just
goes
no-
to Tony anyway.
there's no profit marked in any. They're all zero profit. Literally all zero profit.
That's
I
actually
feel like
true.
the
You're
only
getting
thing that there should be a profit on is the baby onesie.
No.
Yeah, because if you're putting your babies in the NFAPod like onesie, there's something wrong with you as a parent.
it. Yeah, somebody should probably be taking your money anyway. Yeah.
Good point. You just go in the shop. It's like the hoodies, $47. T-shirts, $22. Baby onesie, $185.
Plus shipping and handling.
We are gonna be doing some giveaways soon, so keep a lookout on that. Keep a lookout on the TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, whatever the hell we're on.
We're spitballing really cool ideas for some of the merch.
Yes,
too.
we might be having some random stuff like either a car air freshener, some really cool keychains like the ones that are like carved out that look really dope.
The nice ones.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, the nice ones. Some coasters. I was looking at coasters as well.
I keep sliding down on this seat. I
um,
feel like I adjust myself and I just sink.
I might be buying a rug, so I might. Yeah, there's a. I found a website that does custom rugs.
It's like there was a random thing you can give away. Here's a rug.
Yeah. We might have a candle line coming soon.
Wait,
It's
what?
gonna be like Gwyneth Paltrow's.
You don't shove it up your hooter.
That's not what you did with those candles. It just smelled like hers.
Oh,
There's
there was
the
the
ghost.
lights. Oh, they're
There's the
back.
ghost.
They're
Here we
not.
go again. That is the cue
Ghost
that
is
we are-
angry.
The casting couch
Time's
has
up.
said that we must say goodbye.
Pretty much. All right. Well, with that being said, keep a lookout. We got cool shit coming soon. We got to get back on our game. We've been lazy, Colin.
Yeah.
You've been lazy, Colin.
What? Put my name on it. Hand it in.
All right. Well, babe, as always, thank you for
You're
helping.
welcome. Thank you.
Yes,
for
thank you for
having me.
tolerating this wonderful gentleman.
You're welcome. He's not so bad.
Everyone say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Adios.
Peace.